Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video, and just before we start, I know I haven't been very active lately. It's because I had, I guess, a brief wave of allergies where it would have not been pretty to listen to me talk, so I apologize for that, but now we're going to get started and begin filming this, video. I think this is a really interesting video. It took a decent amount of time to make this map, but now we're just going to be mostly just taking a look at it. So, yeah. Now, this is the 2020 election, presidential election, if the Electoral College was fair and proportional. So, if you can't tell already, each state is allocated one electoral vote per every 100,000 people they have. So, like my home state of California has 39,500,000 people, so 395 electoral votes. Pretty simple concept. So, yeah, and it was proportional, so it wasn't winner take all. So, like, if we take a look at, Washington, Biden got 44 of these electoral votes, Trump got 30, and Joe Jorgensen got 2. So, yeah, so Jorgensen did actually get electoral votes. Howie Hawkins might have gotten maybe 1 or 2 or something like that. But I didn't have time to factor in mine. I just did Jorgensen because she was the largest third party. So Jorgensen, 69 electoral votes for her. And Biden would have still won the election with 1,682. Trump with 1,533. Now we're just taking a look at some of these interesting states. So, first, California is a pretty big state. It wasn't competitive. Biden would have gotten 251 of these 395 electoral votes. Trump would have gotten 134. Joe Jorgensen would have had her best state here, mostly because of the, I guess, the treasure trove electoral vote. She would have received 10 from California. Arizona is another close state that Biden would have only won by 1 electoral vote. 37 for Biden, 36 for Trump, and then 1 for Joe Jorgensen. Texas is another one that was close. Trump won it by 17. He would have gotten 152 electoral votes from Texas. Biden would have gotten 135. Jorgensen would have gotten 4. Now, taking a look at Minnesota, which was somewhat competitive. Biden won it by 7, but it was somewhat competitive. Biden would have won 30 electoral votes from Minnesota. Trump would have gotten 26. Jorgensen again. She's kind of getting 1 or 2 per state, as you can tell. Like, taking a look at like a very random state, like I guess Kentucky's pretty random. Jorgensen got 1 there. But in Wisconsin, as you can see, Trump would have only lost it by 1. Biden would have got 29 electoral votes out of Wisconsin. Trump and Pence would have gotten 28. Jorgensen would have gotten 1. So yeah, and then in Michigan, this is another state that it's it would have been close. It actually is interesting because it kind of reflects the I guess because they have 99, which is almost 100. 100 is the amount the percents add up to, and Biden and Harris won the state essentially 50-47. But since they're only 99, they went at 50-47-2 for Jorgensen. So yeah. Ohio is a state that Trump would have won by 10. He got 62 of their 116 electoral votes. 52 would have gone for Biden. Jorgensen would have received 2. And as you can see, the popular vote's somewhat similar. As you can see in terms of the proportion, it was attempted to be 1 or 2 points within the popular vote. In this scenario, it would have gone for Trump by 8.5, which is essentially the amount he won it by. So I think it's a pretty fair system. Going down to North Carolina, another competitive state, this would have gone to Trump by only 1. This actually gave Biden, maybe I was a little generous to Biden in my math. I'm not sure, but maybe, that was just the math I did. So North Carolina was one of the states that Biden would have maybe net gained like half an electoral vote in, but it's better than the horrible, atrocity that the Electoral College is right now. In Georgia, this was the closest state. Biden would have won it by 1, very narrowly, as you can see here. Jorgensen would have gotten 1 electoral vote as well. In Florida, this is another competitive state. Donald Trump would have carried the state by 7. And you can see this is pretty accurate. I mean, actually, it's almost perfect because Trump went at 47.9 to 51.3, I think. So it's pretty close. It underestimates, it gives Trump a little less, maybe like half, or not even half, like a little less than half less of an electoral vote than he actually should have. So yeah, Virginia, just to take a look at that. Biden and Harris would have won this by 8, which is, pretty interesting to see. Taking a look at Pennsylvania, this was another competitive, a very competitive state. This would have gone to Biden by 4, which is quite, this would have gone to Biden by 1. Excuse me, I don't know why I said 4. This is one of the states where Trump actually would have net gained because he lost it by 1.2, and he's losing the Electoral College, which they're by 0.8. So yeah, New York, just to take a look at a big state like New York, Harris and Biden would have gotten 119. Trump Pence would have got 74. Jorgensen would have only gotten 2. Whereas in Texas, I think was her second best showing. She got 4 in Texas and 10 in California. New Jersey's another big one. Jorgensen only got 1 there. So she's kind of netting 1 or 2 electoral votes in every state. Maine is a state that Biden and Harris would have carried 7 out of their 13, so only narrowly getting a majority, but Trump would have got 5, and Jorgensen would have got a decent share of the electorate. She would have gotten around 7.7%, even though she got only 2% of the votes. So the Libertarians, in smaller states like this, where you have to give them kind of you have to dish them 1 electoral vote, they'd be getting better shares of the electorate. So again, this is a pretty brief video. I am to be posting my Georgia Senate election night. It's all ready to go. I just thought I'd come back with a actual video that requires me to do brain power as filming an election night that I made 2 weeks ago. So again, that was it, guys. Thanks for watching this video. Like, subscribe, all that jazz. I'll see you all next one. Goodbye.